I love the music. Hi. Hello. It's me, the Grandma Quilter. And this is in Quilt Fact, where the imperfect becomes perfectly loved. Hi. Today is Tuesday Newsday, but I'm not live. It's not alive because I'm at the doctor. So I'm just taping a little bit today so you guys have something to watch tomorrow. And just gonna chat a little bit and talk about some stuff and show you a little tutorial that I'm gonna be doing. Just shoot the breeze. But hi. I hope everybody watched Lisa's show last night because we had a blast. Oh my God. Awkward Quilter GA, go watch it. It was just the most hilarious, the most fun I've had in a long time. It was Michelle from Michelle Crafts and More, and it was Mike from New York Beauty, and me, and Quiltfect, and Lisa Awkward Quilter GA. And we enjoyed ourselves enormously. It was so much fun. And we talked a little bit about everything. And you know me, I had to hog the camera because I have to do that. That's who I am. But it was fun. We had a good time. It was a real good time. But I just today, since I don't have a chat and I can't talk to you guys because I miss talking to you, I love the chats. But I am going to give you a little bit of updates of stuff that are coming. I'm going to be creating new content, and I just want you guys to be aware of that. So if you like my channel, you have a ways to always watch it. You can hit the notification button, always hit the notification button. And that way, every time there's a new episode or I go live, you'll see it come up on your phone or wherever you have your notifications, and you can come and watch. A lot of crazy stuff coming up. Secondly, you can smash the like button there. You see it, right? Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, you can hit that button right there. You can buy me a coffee. I love coffee. Everybody knows how much I love coffee. But you can become a member of my channel. You can become a renegade. Just hit the join button and you'll get the information. Or you can subscribe to my channel. I welcome everybody. Come on over. Come on. The water's fine. But it's hard for me to talk to the camera alone. I was telling this to the kids yesterday on Lisa's live. It's kind of hard for me to talk to the camera because I love chatting with everybody. That's where I find my joy, when I chat with y'all. But there's going to be a lot more content like this. My cameraman has gone away, so she can't help me now to do the tutorial because I do have something I'm going to be doing. See, look how pretty. Yeah. I already cut the other part. This is this part that I'm going to be cutting. And I'm going to be showing you how I do it, but give it a chance. She'll be back in a minute. But yeah, I am going to be creating new content. I'll be doing some sew-alongs. You're going to be seeing people that don't have channels, because that's where I like to do my focus. You all know that I already have Getting Nosy with Grandma, where I interview just us. Okay? Not content creators. Everybody else is doing that. I'll do my subscribers or subscribers to other channels, just people that have different skills, different abilities. I just want to talk to you, and I want to hear you, and I want to know what you want to see, and I want to know what you want to hear. So I will continue with the Getting Nosy series. That's going to continue. And our next guest is going to be Mikey of a New York Beauty. He's going to be our next guest on Getting Nosy with Grandma. That'll be coming up sometime next week. I'll also be doing content with some of my fellow renegades and people that have their own channel, like Mona. I'm going to be doing a sew along with Mona. We're going to be doing bow cozies. So get ready for that one. I'm also going to be doing, I'm not going to tell her name, but we are going to be showing a sew along on how to use a minky, which is going to be a lot of fun. So let's get to this. And right now I am going to get the camera here so you can see what I'm going to be working on. Okay. Today I'm going to do a sew along. I'm going to show you how I make my towel toppers. I've had this cut for a while now. These are my Puerto Rico. Let me put in camera. There you go. This is my Puerto Rico sew along. This is going to be towel toppers. I'm just going to do the towel topper today. I'm not going to put the towel in it. But I want to show you this little template. There are lots of ways you can get this. I made this. There was a paper. I got it off Pinterest. And this is, oh, what do they call this? The flimsy cutting boards from Dollar Tree. A packet of 3, I think it is, for $1.25. So when I need to make a template for my use, I go buy them and I cut them out with some special scissors that I have, and I make my own. So I made this template. It's flimsy. I do not use my rotary cutter with this because it is very thin. So what I do is I just lay it. This is interfacing, iron on interfacing. So I'm just going to put it here and I'm just going to trace it and then cut it out. I have it folded because I'm going to cut 4 because each layer, there are 2 here. Okay. So each layer gets interfacing. And now I just realized that I have to pull my iron over here so I can do it. But anyways, let me just get this out and I'm going to trace it. All I do, use a simple pencil, and I'm going to trace it and then cut it out. So yeah, again, today is not live because I am probably, at the time this is showing, either I'm still at the doctor's office or I'm on my way home. And I have to go pick up the kids. Yeah, a regular kind of day because they're going to work with mommy. They're going to go work with mommy tomorrow while I'm at the doctor's office. So it's going to be a fun day. But I am so looking forward to that doctor's appointment. I just want to get this fixed. Anyway, see, I'm just tracing it around, doing a simple trace because it's going to be ironed on. I will be ironing this on here. Let me see if I can get my producer to come, if she hears me, and set up my ironing board because I totally forgot that I have to iron this on. And I don't think she can hear me. So I will probably be off camera and for a second while I do that. Now, what I did here, if you can see, I have a pin here at the bottom just holding the layers together. Let me get another pin and put it at the top. I just don't want them to go anywhere because I'm going to cut them out with the scissors. So there we go. See, simple, basic. Just going to cut them out with the scissors. Remember, this is going to be ironed on. It's going to be sewn. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be straight. It doesn't have to be so precise because it is going inside the towel topper. Really simple. I love making these. They're so easy to make. They're such a great little gift. You can make them out of any fabric. I made so many last year. It's not funny. And I've gotten so good at making these that I can do 2 towel toppers in about 20 minutes from start to finish. Today, I'm just going to be showing you, so I'm not going to be doing it complete because I have to take out the towels. I prep the towels because what I do with the towel is I'll take a towel, cut it in half, serge it, and then all I do is gathering stitch, and I'm going to stick it. I'll show you because it looks like an envelope, but I'm not going to do the whole process today. I will show you the rest on Thursday so you can see it. And again, that's all I'm doing is cutting, going around the curve. Let me put a pin down here because now the pin came off. I just don't want it to move around too much because it will move around. But I have my cute little cutting board here on top of my sewing machine. And these are my really good shears. They sound like they're hard, but they're not. They're really good shears. They cut very well. And I am trying to get that curve. I suck at cutting. And Nancy, from Guess Who Nancy, keeps telling me about getting weights for my hands. And that'll help with the shaking. And I keep on remembering after the fact. So I will be getting some hand weights eventually to see if that really helps. Because Nancy keeps telling me that with the shakes that I get, it will help. So see, this is why, it doesn't have to be perfect. I got a little bit off there, but that's okay. It's not going to affect it at all. Okay. So now they're done. See? Let me put in camera. There you go. It's done. So give me a sec. I'm going to go get my ironing board. and my iron plugged in because I completely forgot I needed to do this. I will be talking. I'm here. Don't worry. I'm here. It's just I need to plug this in. Plug it in. Plug it in. Ah! Okay. And I will show you because my ironing board is very mobile. And I just have to plug in the iron. There we go. So I'm going to bring this over here so I don't hurt anything. Here I am. Here I am. Here I am. I'm here. I'm here. Told ya. Here I am. I even think I'll be able to get it in. Basically, yeah. It's right here. Get it a little bit in camera. Let that iron heat up. And all we do now, put you away and get you out of here. All I do now is grab them. And I'm going to, this has a backside, so not a problem. I'm going to iron this one first. But you know that when you have a solid color, there's no front or back. So again, I'm trying to do a tutorial and I suck at this. But I'm trying. I'm trying. It's just I didn't want to leave you without content because I know a lot of us just like coming here and chatting and talking and it's, but if I get out early, I will do a live. Anyways, when you have interfacing iron on, you're going to feel it. And there's one side that's bumpy. It's a little bit bumpier. This is thin because you don't need that much interfacing for this. It's just to give it a little bit of body. So I use lightweight. And you just feel that little bump. What you're going to do is you're going to put it, the bump side on the back side of the fabric. So the bump is here. And I'm going to put it on this side of the fabric. Okay? That's all I'm going to do. And I'm going to match it up as best I can. Because again, a lot of this gets hidden when you're stitching. You're not going to see it. It's not going to be evident. So, too hot. Okay. And all I do is press. I really don't iron. I just put the iron on it and press down and hold it there for a second. Just let it stick. That's all it is. It's letting it stick to the fabric. And there we go. There, done. One done. Still learning how to focus with camera. There we go. Now, what I do, as I'm doing this, I'm going to take, and I am going to fold over 1/4 of an inch on the bottom. And I'll show you why when I finish all of the pieces. This is going to help when, as you fold it over, when you create your envelope effect after you sew it, and you put your towel inside, you're going to have that edge so you don't have to fold it in then. It's the only way I can explain it. So, there we go. Let me sew that part. Okay, so let's do all of them so you can see, and then I will sew it all together. You can see what I'm talking about. I might even go in there and get a towel out. I'm not going to put it on, though, because I like to serge it. I love my serger. Okay. I did a boo-boo, but that's okay because I have right there. I love my serger for this kind of projects because I don't use a full towel. What I do is I'll buy the long towels and I cut them in half because these are decorative. So if you try to pull the full length of a towel in one of these towel holders, towel toppers, it's going to be too long. So what I do is I cut them in half. I serge each side so it doesn't come apart. Then I do a basting stitch on my sewing machine. I'll do a basting stitch, very loose, and then ruffle it up. And then fit it to fit inside this. It'll fit inside here. Okay? So let me just see if I can show you this as best I can because I'm going to have to cut. Again, this happens. You know this happens. If there is not something that happens on one of my content, and my content, it's not my channel. Because it's imperfect. It has to be imperfect. So, That one, see, it came out incomplete. Let me show you. See? It's too small. So I have to cut another piece. But that's okay. I've got it all there now. It's not on the other side of the room. Let me just do my little 1/4 inch fold up. And I can show you, I can do just one. That way, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. So I have my backing and I have my front. And we're going to put the pretty sides together. As you can see, the bottom is folded up. See? Let me see if you can see that. Yeah, there you go. See? So now, just so I can get it, make sure it's correct, let's put a pin in it because I'm a pinner, okay? I am a pinner. So I have pins all over the place. I love everything pinned. It helps me. And don't feel bad. You know, I know there are quilters out there. I know there are content creators that will tell you, oh, you don't need to pin. And others that'll say, oh, you should pin. And others that'll say, oh, use this. Look, I used to sew apparel. Not very well, but that's what I did. So I learned how to use pins. And I use pins. I got pins. Look, I got pins here. I got pins here. I got pins here. And there's the other one, the other one, the other one. There's another one around here somewhere. It's over there. I got pins all over the place. I love pins. If I need a pin, I go looking for a pin. Sue me. Okay, here we go. Stick this under here. I do a 1/4 inch. Some crafters that do this use 5/8. I like a 1/4 inch. I've got the foot on and I use it and I love it. So all you're gonna do is sew. One more. There we go. Take the curve. One. I have gotten better at curves. I remember when I started, I did some round pot holders that didn't end up round. But I have gotten so much better at it, thank goodness, without any special attachments. It's just practicing helps you get better at whatever you do. So I've made so many of them that I just don't use them anymore. And you're in the middle. And there we go. Okay. Okay, and here we go. Keep coming it down. One. Now what I do is after I finish this stitch, I'm going to show you a little trick that I use. I am very lazy. I'm extremely lazy. I'm a very lazy quilter. I'm a lazy DIYer. Hold on. went again. It hit on me. I almost had it there. I think I got it. And I got it. Yes! Victory! Okay. There we go. Got it out. Put my foot back on because my foot went crazy. Get up, get up. There we go. Don't want to stick my finger with the needle. Ever. Okay. So I am very lazy. So I pull out a lot of thread. And I do double rows. When I'm doing this, I do double rows. Now you see that this is very small. It looks very tiny, but when you see it inside the sleeve, you're going to see how cool it looks. So I do 2 rows of basting stitches. Here's, oh, and I broke the needle. Yay! See, it had to happen, kids. I don't know why the needle broke because it doesn't make sense to me, but the needle broke. Oh, well. What would my channel be like without the drama? Without the imperfections and without the gremlins, because the gremlins love me. You know how the gremlins love me. Now, if you have this, use it. I love this thing because I don't hurt my finger, put it in there to take my needle out. And another thing, people, if you break a needle, if you have old, you see this? This, I have little kids around, remember? So anytime something metal is ruined, blades, this is an old gum box. And that's where I put everything that's used, old needles, rotary blades. They're in the plastic. Don't come out. Don't hurt anybody. Okay, I need here we go. That I found quickly. Yay! So here we go. I am going to take out that dead needle. It's going to be coming out. I think I broke like 10 needles this week. No, not that many. I've had to change needle 3 times. This is the 3rd needle this week. Come on, get out. There we go. See, this is the best part of this thing. There's the needle. And it goes into the bucket. So it doesn't cut anybody. There we go. Goes away. Back. Then I got to find another needle. And here we go. Yeah. And I use that same thing to put it back in. That's why I love this thing. I absolutely love it. Because I have big, fat fingers. Okay? And my big, fat fingers always have trouble. Oh, and another thing that the guy that sold me my machine taught me. He said, when you are putting back a needle, don't over tighten. Don't ever over tighten. That's not good. Just tighten enough so that the needle doesn't come out, but not so much that you can't take it off when you need to. So that is what I do. And now I'm just going to rethread because I broke my needle threader on my machine because I'm dumb. So I broke it a long time ago. So I just don't use it. But sometimes, like now, this thread is all scrinkly. Anyway, people, remember, I am not an expert. So if you've never done any quilting and you're watching this crazy old lady try to thread a machine needle without a threader, yeah, that's me. There we go. And I did it. Ha 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 ha. I did it. There we go. Now up you do. There we go. All done. See? Ta-da! I did it. 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 Okay. Do not break again, please. Oh, I know what happened. Hold on. I think I know what I did. Hold on. Let's fix it that way. And now do this again. Okay. Now it shouldn't happen again. So what I do to make sure I don't lose the thread as I am working this, there we go. I just hold on to the thread the very first time I'm going to put it through. That way I don't lose it. And if you don't take that off, take it off. Thank you. Okay, there we go. See? And now it's... I love basting on a machine. Now, don't do what I did the first time I did this, is that I came here, because my machine has to cut off automatic, all that stuff. I came here, and I forgot I was basting and that I needed to leave thread. So I just took everything off and cut, and yeah. I had to take everything out. Why is this foot moving all over the place? Because I'm live. No, I'm not live. Because I'm doing an episode. Okay. Anyway, you wanted to cut off? Sure. Okay, I got it. I got enough thread on either side. Yes, I do. Yep, good. Okay. I always test to make sure because I've messed up a lot. I'm always messing up. It's nothing new. But I love doing it anyway. I don't care that I make mistakes. Truthfully, it's like people don't get it. I enjoy this. I enjoy sitting here and doing this crazy stuff. And my machine became unthreaded again. So you want to get, again, yeah, because I'm trying to do something and you want to be a brat because you want all the attention. No, I'm sorry. I talk to my machine. When she gets snooty, because she gets snooty sometimes, I talk to her because she thinks she's my boss and she's not. So yeah, I love to sit at my machine and just mindlessly sew and do stuff. That's basically what I enjoy doing. I'll create something, I'll work on something. That's how I started working on that because I'm not a great quilter. So I just wanted to sew. I was feeling down on myself. I just wanted to sew. So where did I go? My favorite place of all, Pinterest. And I found how to make those towel toppers. And I found they were so cute. So I downloaded the paper pattern, made my first one, and I was hooked. And I have different styles. I have this one. I have, oh, come on. You're not my boss. I have different styles. I have an envelope, one that looks like an envelope. I have another one that's wider. And I have one, I haven't used it that many because I want to perfect it. You cut it on the bias. You cut it on the fold and you tie it at the top part. Instead of having this like this, you would have two pieces and you tie it. You can tie it anywhere. It's really convenient when whatever you're going to attach it to is uncomfortable like this. You have to know the measurement of wherever you're going to hang this from because I made one that didn't fit where I was going to put it. It just wouldn't fit. I put the button wrong at the distance incorrectly. And when I tried to attach it, it was too small. So we used that towel up another way. So now I know the measurement here for the stove here. So I know how big it has to be. But in this case, you can make this. Let me put it in red so you can see it. You can make this part longer for your convenience. But in the one that I want to do, and let me show you because I have it right here. Let me show it to you. Of course, I'm going to knock everything else down. Okay. So this is the envelope template. And what happens is like this. You turn it over, looks like an envelope. Okay. Again, I cut it over here. It was a paper pattern. I cut it. But this is what I'm talking about. So you see, you would cut it on the fold here, and you have two ears. It looks like rabbit ears. But this is the part that goes on the bottom. So the towel would insert here. So then when you're finished, you're going to have two ties. And you can tie it anywhere you want. I made 2 sets of these. I want to perfect it. I want to make it a little bit wider down here. I don't know. I don't like the size. It's too small here. So I want to make it wider. But I have this template. So I have to play with it. I haven't touched these in a while. So I have to play with it to make it bigger. Just to make it a touch bigger. Okay, so let me do. Okay, are you done? Are you finished having a fit? Okay. I keep on saying I'm sorry, but I talk to myself when I'm sewing. I talk to my material, I talk to my fabric, I talk to my sewing machine, I talk to everything because I used to sew all by myself and I didn't have anybody to talk to, so I would talk to myself. And I talk to everything. And I talk to my sewing machine because she likes to be a brat. But she's not the boss of me. So yeah. So what I do is the second stitch comes right up against the first stitch that I put down. There, done. See, I was about to cut it again. I do that. Okay, pull and cut. And now all I'm going to do is scrunch it up. Scrunch it up. Now what I do is I'll start scrunching. You have to know how to take the bobbin thread, move it to one side, because if not, it'll break. I got the bobbin threads here. If this one comes over, there we go. And the other one's here. Good girl. So I'm going to start with the bobbin threads, and I'm going, where to go? See, this is a problem when you do white on white. Now I can't find the other one. Hello, there you are. No, you're that side. Okay, where'd you go? It's around here somewhere. Anyways, and then I just start to scrunch it up. See? Wow. Keep scrunching, keep scrunching. You keep scrunching, you keep bringing it to the middle, and you keep scrunching. There's the other one. Don't hide on me. There we go. So I'm going to start scrunching on one side. I want you to see. And then I'm going to come to the other side. While I'm holding these, it's the way I keep control of it. I come on the other side. If I can see what I'm doing. Lighting is great, but to see white on white, it's not that great. Okay, let me get my stick. Yeah, remember, I'm doing white on white, and that's always a pain in the butt. Because sometimes that's what I'll do. And usually I have this serged. So the beige, my serger has beige thread. Because you don't see those stitches anyway. And they're cheaper than the white one. Okay, here we go. And here we go. All right. So I'm going to scrunch on this side. So scrunching it up. Making sure that it's uniform, as uniform as you can get it. I mean, look. Again, I say I'm not perfect. But I do what I can to make it look as even as possible. There we go. Now, I remember when I saw this, the first time I saw this tutorial, they took these ends, they pinned it so it wouldn't move. I don't do all that. All I do is I make sure I know what side is going to the front. Like this side, the seams are on the outside. So my Puerto Rican flag is going to be on the outside. So all I do is I'll put one side in. I hope you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. I put one side in and pin it to secure it inside. Then I take the other side and pin it on this side. All right, there we go. Come on, pin. There we go. And now what I do is I distribute the fullness throughout as best I can. In this case, sometimes you just have to play with it a little bit. Depends on the size of your towel, the fullness. Like when you use really, really good quality, real good quality towels, it's going to take a lot more because it's the fullness of the thread. And make sure that you get all that fullness in there, because believe me, I've had times that after I do the stitch, I have to take it apart because it got wonky on me. What I try to do as I'm down here is I try to make sure all the fullness is inside that little envelope that I made. And I will start to pin again. And I try to make sure I capture the back. And I'll tell you why. It's been so many times that I have sewn and I'm doing it and I don't capture the back and then I sew it. And then when I when I look at it, I have to do another stitch. And I don't want to do that. So I want to make sure that where I'm going to throw that stitch on the front captures the back at the very same time. And that's why I pin. Okay. But what I really want to show you is how it looks by having cut it. I want you to see that it doesn't need to be long, that you can make with one towel, you can make a set. That's what I want you to see. Okay, and we caught good fullness here. Want to make sure I got the back where that stitch is going to go. Come on, don't do this to me. No. You're not going to be a brat with me today. Not going to happen. Again, I'm fidgeting with it. Let's see. Make sure. See, I don't know if you can see it, but it's completely pinned. See, on the back where you see the red is underneath. And always check on the back side that you don't have anything falling out so that the fullness that you've gathered is inside the envelope. It's really important because believe me, I have done it so many times it ain't funny. And I just want to make sure. Okay. So I'm going to stitch. Now I'm going to do it with white. Maybe you'll be able to see. I really don't have a preference. I don't mind that the stitching is seen. That doesn't bother me. So this is dark blue. I'm using a very pale ivory thread. I don't care. This is for here. I'm not selling this one. Okay, now you need to backstitch. Believe me, if you don't, you'll be sorry. And sometimes I even do double stitch. But this time I'm hoping I get everything right where it is because I pinned it where everything is. I always recheck, make sure I get everything. I love my machine because the tension is automatic. As soon as I put something under the needle and under the foot of the machine, it automatically detects the tension and it gives it to me. That's why it was expensive, but it was worth it. Because that is my biggest pet peeve, is working with tensions on machines. Okay, here we go. Got the last stitch. Do reverse. Oh, yep, and it went off. I don't care. It went again, and here we go. Let's see if I did it good. You'll see it with me. Got it. Oh, but I did it in basting. I love myself. See what I did? See, I talk. That's why I try not to do this. It did it, but it's basting stitch. But that's okay. At least you can see it. But see what I mean? Look how cute it looks. It's not too long because it's a decorative towel, people. It's going to hang like this. See? And it's cute. Now, I've done these towels. I'm trying to get it in camera. Let me close the cover of this. Here we go. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll take the fabric or lace, put it here on the bottom. It looks really cute. Or I'll use the same fabric that I used on the front. I will make a little band and put it across on the bottom. It gives it more of a look. But I will do the better stitch. But at least it didn't come out. It's there. I just forgot to change stitch length. Oh, I love myself when I do these things. Anyway, let me do something here really quick because my director producer has to come back. Because if she doesn't, I don't know how to fix this because I don't have the control in my hands. But again, give me a quick second. This is fun though. I hope you liked it. It's easy. I'm telling you, people. Oh God, not Instagram. Pinterest. Pinterest has so many free patterns that it's easy to find things to make, DIYs. I love doing kitchen stuff. because like right now for Christmas, I'll be doing a lot. I'm going to be doing bowl cozies. Oh God. Yep. Come now. Um, I'm going to be doing bowl cozies. And that's something you can gift. This, we'll do potato zappers. I'll show you all those little things that I make. They're so much fun. And you do them with scraps, with all those little scraps you have hiding around. You can get these done. That's how easy this is. Okay. So, anyways, if I get out early, you'll see me. But this is it for now. I just wanted to have some content to show you guys. And you see my little Puerto Rican Day towel flying across your screens. It's been fun. I love you all. And remember, being imperfect is being perfectly loved. Love ya. Bye.